Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Hope you guys liked the past one about the avalanche, but today what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be replacing a fuel pump fuse. Yeah, well, it's actually a relocation kit. You put another pigtail on it and you actually make it into a fuse number 70 on your fuse box. Yeah, Ford decided to do a little fuse, one of those mini fuses. I'll show you guys in a bit, but they made a mini fuse and drew too much current and it just burns up that fuse. Not necessarily burns it, but actually physically burns it and starts creating, you know what, open circuits there here now and then. Usually this one did it usually when it was cold, but yeah, let me go and show you guys that fuse. Okay, so we're looking at that fuse, which is this one right here. And that's how it looks like. See, physically burns it. Well, it's pulling so much of a load that it, like I said, it just burns it. On the inside, it's all like the plastic surrounding it also melted of how hot it gets. So like I said, it is redirected onto one of these, any of the spares, which in this case would be fuse number 70 right there. Which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will be using this hole right there now in order to use the power for the fuel pump. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the box and I'll show you guys how to do that. Okay, so one thing I did forget to mention is before you start any electrical work, make sure you disconnect your battery. Okay, so the way you take these clips off is they have little, I don't know if you can see that right there. You can just get like a flathead and then you just pry it open. You just pry all of them open all the way around the fuse box. Well, now comes the fun part of trying to find that wire. You have tons and tons and tons of wires in here. So what you do, it should be a blue and looks like a red wire. Yeah, like a blue and red wire that have it actually clamped down. But the way you test it is you get your voltmeter and get your other lead and make sure you have it on the fuel pump fuse, and then you just test it. You can see that right there. You hear it making that noise, so that is the right one right there. So now all we got to do is, well, I would cut it through the top from the top portion up here. Now you can have some slack of the wire down here. You can strip it and put some butt connectors on there. Or I think this one, let me see what all comes with this. There you go. Yeah, you're gonna need a butt connector. So you get a butt connector, you put it onto here, or you can do it Ford's way, and they have their own instruction manual in here actually. But yeah, I'm just gonna put a butt connector on that and then put in this prong in the fuse 70, and then we'll put the fuse in and then we'll test it, make sure it works. Okay, so I got that little pigtail in there. See that right there. But what it has is it has a little hole inside on the actual tail end of it, and when you put it in there, you just want to make sure it clicks. You'll hear that click, and then you just give it a couple tugs. That way, then you know it's not gonna fall off. And then from there, all we gotta do is just connect the power to that fuel pump, and that wire to the fuel pump, and gotta put the fuse in, and we're done. But I'm gonna use that butt connector that you can just heat shrink on there. And so yeah, it'll be a lot easier. All right, so I cut it off from the very top and pulled the wire out, and it is a blue and red wire, and it connects to your one connector that you put on for your pigtail. Well, then now all I have to do is just heat shrink that thing and make sure no water or anything gets in there to corrode it. But then after that, all you gotta do is just tuck in the wire and then close everything back up. And I did double check it again. Use this connector, splice it into there, put it on ground, and you test this one again, fuse number 70. Only one of the prongs will have resistance, but that's because it's open without the fuse. But with the fuse, it'll close it, and that'll be your new fuse. But let me go ahead and heat shrink this. I'll close everything back up, and then we'll start the truck, make sure it works. Okay, now I have it all set back, and power on, batteries on, make sure nothing blew, And then after that, you just want to make sure you put your like especially if you're a shop, put the sticker on somewhere where it won't like probably put it right here if you want, but yeah, that way the next person who wants to mess with or messes with it, like say the fuse pops or something, they're not over there be looking like, oh, kind of missing that fuse. So yeah, that way they'll know, hey, it's fuse 70, the new fuel pump relay power. But yeah, let me go ahead and put the key on and we'll see if that fuel pump purges. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's actually purged. Yep. Alright, now let's go ahead and start it. Cool. Alright. So yeah guys, this one, like I said, it had a no start problem. It would sometimes start, sometimes not start. Bad contact on that. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I just wanted to put it out there about the problems that this thing had. Not very many people know about that. What do you call it? Relocation kit for that fuse. But yeah, I learned that when I was an intern at Ford. Yeah guys, hope to see you again in the future, and leave a like please and subscribe.